All right, computer tech, key details and facts. So key details are the important details, and then facts are things that you can prove, okay? So we're gonna, the directions say to cite evidence from the text and answer in complete sentences. So if you haven't done it yet, please reread this before we start. You can reread it on your own. If you'd rather go back to Monday and reread it with me as I read it, you can do that. But keep reading it, because remember, it helps you work on your fluency, your comprehension, and your vocabulary. So it's really important that you keep reading it. All right, what do computer texts do? Okay, so now that you've reread it, you should kind of maybe have an idea of where it is. Text needed. Do you know computers are less than 50 years old? Millions of computers are made every year. That hasn't said anything about computer techs yet. This causes the need for computer technicians. Okay, this is the first time it's talked about computer technicians. They maintain computers. Oh. So if you didn't know what maintain means, if I keep reading, you'll get other examples so you can maybe guess what this word is from context. They maintain computers. They fix them when they go haywire. Oh. More people are using computers. Computer technicians have a secure career. Okay. So it looks like they maintain computers, so that means that they fix them when they go haywire. So what do computer techs do? Let's restate the question. If the question is what do computer techs do, you're going to say computer techs what? What do they do? Computer techs have the job of, you can say it a few ways. You can say they maintain computers. You can say they fix computers, right? Even the caption might help you. Techs can program computers to fix themselves, similar to how a patient listens to the doctor to take care of themselves. So computer techs are people who fix computers so they keep working. Now, are you allowed to say it a different way? Of course you are, as long as you're telling me what a computer tech does, okay? Because that's the question. I just wrote computer techs are people who fix computers so they keep working, which we can find evidence for in the text. Number 2, what is the main topic of the passage? Okay, so to find the main topic, we can do a few things to kind of help us see it really quickly. We can read, I would suggest reading the title and then going through reading the headings, see what important parts are there. So the title is computer tech. The headings are text needed, fixer-uppers, and computer saver. So to me, it means that we need text to fix up computers and save them, basically, because each section then goes into more details about it. So I would say the main topic is and then you put it in your words. The main topic is about the need for computer techs and how they fix computers so they're saved. Like, you kind of phrase it how you want to, but talk about the main topic has to include something about computer technicians, since that is the title and what every single paragraph is about. Haha. So that's why it's the main topic. Okay, number 3, compare and contrast computer technicians with mechanics. So remember, compare and contrast is like when we do the 2 circles, right? When we do the Venn diagram. These are the things that are different. These are the things that are the same. So if we're comparing and contrasting computer technicians and mechanics, similarities means how they are the same. Differences means how they're different, how they're opposite. So in our reading, let's go back and find where it talks about computer technicians and mechanics. Okay, so when we look at fixer-uppers, in the way a mechanic fixes cars, a computer technician fixes computers. Okay, so here we already compare a mechanic and a computer technician. In the way a mechanic fixes cars, a computer technician fixes computers. Well, right there, we have a comparison. They both fix things. However, there's also a difference. A mechanic fixes cars. A computer technician fixes computers. So something that they do the same is they both fix things. Something that they do opposite is the things that they fix, cars compared to computers. A mechanic will keep cars running by changing parts and oil. A computer technician does similar work. They do not change oil, but will load programs. Okay, so here's another interesting thing. The computer techs load programs. Mechanics change parts and oil. So a little different, but it's both details of what each one does to fix it. Updating computers is something else they do. They even clean computers so they run properly. So these are, again, more computer tech stuff. They update, they clean. Like any profession, the more education a computer tech has, the more valuable they become. So, looking at the similarities and differences. Let's see. I would say, let me find a piece of paper so I can show you. I'm going to do a Venn diagram right here. Mechanics, computer tech. Some things are the same is that they both fix things. Mechanics fix cars. Computer techs fix computers. Something else that we read that was different is how they fix. So mechanics will, change parts in oil. A computer tech will load programs, update, and clean. Now, the last sentence actually said something that they both do. Like any profession, the more education a computer tech has, the more valuable they become. Like any profession means it's also similar to mechanics, right? The more education you have, the more valuable. So I'm going to put that in the middle as same. More education equals more valuable. Okay, so I did this Venn diagram to show you how you can collect information. I know a lot of you are like, Ms. Reeves, do I have to do that? If you think it would help you, of course, pull up a piece of paper and try practicing. The idea is, even, guys, when I was like out of college and taking tests to become a teacher, right? I would read things, and we're actually allowed when we take these tests to bring in blank paper and a pencil. And as I was taking the test, I would bring in my notes and I would start jotting things down. I would be writing things, because then when I have to write like these essays, like I have to write like a page worth of a response to something, I have all these notes and I've done like put this brain dump of all my ideas on the page so that I can look back and say, oh yeah, I read this and I read this and I know this. So now I can put it into one comprehensive statement. So that's why it's really valuable. I know you might feel like, Ms. Reeves, it's extra work. It's good work. It's work that will help you understand it. So, no, you don't have to, but if you want to push yourself to understand it even more, it's a good thing to do. So, I showed you mine, so I'm going to let, oops, it's this side. So I'm going to let you do it now. Similarities is things that are the same. Differences are things that are different. You write a sentence for each, talking about what's the same and what's different. Last one, number 4. What is the connection between computer techs, businesses, and houses? So we have connection, computer techs, businesses, and houses. Okay, for that one, we're going to look down at this last section, computer saver. Also known as computer techs, techs solve problems. Do you ever have a computer with a problem? Do you lose all your stuff? Computer techs are a relief. They save information. Computer techs can be mobile. Some go to businesses. Others goes to houses to fix computers. Computer technicians do a valuable service for people. So here it talked about how computer techs are mobile. Mobile means you go to different places. You move. That's why actually phones, some people call them mobiles, because they, like cell phones, they move with you. They don't stay in one place. When I was a kid, we had a home phone that was attached to the wall. We did not have cell phones. It was not mobile. I had to stand in the kitchen to talk on the phone. Mobile means you can move. So when it says computer techs are mobile, it means they can move. They don't have to just stay in a store. They can go to businesses. They can go to people's houses to fix computers, which is pretty neat. So what is the connection between computer techs, businesses, and houses? Restate the question. Okay, I started it for you. I did not finish it. I started by saying the connection is the computer techs. What? How do they connect with businesses and houses? What can computer techs do that has to do with business and houses?